G'day, Big Slippo and my daughter Tracy.
Hello.
Today we got mysteries and
slash
debate because they're both in the same category. So then the mysteries.
Well, it's not really a mystery. It's like it's more conspiracy theory. Would it be?
Conspiracy theory.
Sort of.
Did the aliens build the pyramids? And debate whether the aliens built the pyramids.
Yep. So it's kind of like a debate slash mystery conspiracy.
Because she reckons it's possible they did, and I reckon no, they didn't.
Yes, well they did.
They didn't.
They did. Well, I hope that they did. I like to think that they did at least.
I believe that they're built by thousands of slaves, hard labour and whips.
Okay, so even if there were slaves that were tortured and whipped and whatever, they still couldn't possibly do it. Even if they had the physical strength, they wouldn't be able to put them where they are.
They used to, by my understanding, they used to lay logs out, tree logs.
Mhm. Yeah,
they used to put the blocks on the logs, and they used to ride across the logs. They moved the back logs to the front, and roll some more.
Yes.
And so on, like wheels.
But I was doing research. I told you. Okay, look, I did some research, and it turns out that those rocks are in between 1 and 10 tons.
There's a lot of slaves.
And they worked it out, not the slaves, the actual logs. The logs would wear down way too quickly, and there's like over 100,000 stones used to build like the Great Pyramid. So you'd have to be replacing the logs like constantly, and it could take anywhere from 500,000 to 1,000,000 trees. Where would they get that many trees to roll stones along a log? And how would they get them all the way up to the top of the pyramid? Because if they built ramps, then the ramps that they would need to build to get the rocks up onto the thing would take more rocks than to even build the pyramid.
Because maybe that's why Egypt's a desert. They might use all the trees to move logs.
No.
How you know?
Well, what I don't understand is the research that I've done is that the pyramids are like perfectly positioned in every single way.
If they're smart enough to build a pyramid like they did, and all these expert craftsmen that used to build statues and everything else, why couldn't they have technology to make some sort of pulley system to help pull the rocks? Doesn't matter how heavy. If they got some sort of pulley system, they can wrap rope around and make the load lighter. They could have pulled them up.
No, I just don't think that anyone has the physical strength to do that, and nor do they have the technology to be able to position them where they are.
Like a person can't pull a motor out of a car with his hands. He needs a block and tackle.
Mm-hmm.
And a block and tackle makes an engine easy to lift. Why couldn't they have some sort of pulley system to make the rocks lighter?
Well, maybe they did, but that's you're avoiding my question.
I'm not avoiding the question.
You are. I'm not talking about the physical side of it now. I'm talking about the actual technical side of it and where they are and how they got there.
I'll give you a little... Aliens are smaller than us, apparently. They're real skinny. They might have spaceships, but what are they going to do? Duck the rock and then drop it where it has to go?
Probably.
Or the aliens are real strong and can lift these rocks?
How could humans though... Okay, the pyramids were supposedly built like in 3000 BC. This is what I've read.
Yeah.
But if you go back to like but what people say is that they're actually built like in 10,000 BC. People weren't even around then. No one was around in 10,000 BC, okay? People say, like people who believe that it was people that built the pyramids say that it was 3000 BC, but there's more evidence saying that it was earlier than that, and it has something to do with the stars, I think.
Maybe there's an earlier race of humans that died out, and we ascended from them.
I don't know. So, and you see the Egyptians, they documented everything, like every single thing that happened. But the pyramids were never documented. The only documents on the pyramids is of the Egyptians, like the hieroglyphics and that. The Egyptians telling that the pyramids were there. And that there's also hieroglyphics, is that how you even pronounce it?
Probably.
Hieroglyphics, of where the Egyptians have stated that, like the sky, they tell stories of beings coming down from the sky and like giving them wisdom and stuff like that. That's like the only records of the pyramids that the Egyptians left.
Well,
So explain why there's no records except for them telling stories of aliens.
I don't know.
Well, I guess it will always remain a mystery
It'll
then.
be
Yeah.
one of those unexplained mysteries, because some people believe people moved the rocks, slaves moved the rocks to build the pyramids, and some people believe the pyramids were already built before the Egyptians arrived. So Tracy's got a good point. I got just common sense maybe, but common sense don't get you everywhere. So please leave comments down what you think down below.
Yeah. We'll leave some links because I actually found some really interesting sites on it.
And I don't need to leave links because mine's just everybody,
Because his is
people built the
proved
pyramid.
by scientists and archaeologists.
Yeah, and yours proved by theories and
Theories and things that can't be explained. Like I said, the positioning is weird. That's the one thing that gets me. But I will add that even if the aliens did, the only thing that gets me is even if the aliens did build the pyramids,
yeah, even if they did, how
The
did they move the rocks? How
But-
did they lift the stones?
well, they'd have a way. They're aliens, Dad. How did they be able to travel thousands of light years in flying spaceships?
Because they might have
But that's not the
spaceships,
question.
but I mean, they lift
That's not
heavy weight.
That's not the question that gets me. The question that gets me is if they built the pyramids, why did they build the pyramids? What could be their reason? Like, why would they come to Earth to build pyramids and then leave, and just leave us with pyramids? Like, what do we need them for? That's the only question I have. Is what is the point of them if they were built by aliens?
Well, they must have some point because they believe that there's pyramids, 3 pyramids, in exactly the same position, same size, same on Mars. Built.
Yes, and there's also the 3 stars on Orion's belt that line up perfectly with the pyramids in size and positioning. That's what I'm saying about the positioning. They line up perfectly with these stars. So it's all kind of weird. Anyway,
Well,
they must have just been really smart otherwise.
leave comments and
Okay, yeah, leave comments and don't forget to give us more topics
more
for
topics
next week.
for next week.
And I think that's about it.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, see ya.
See ya.